All right, let's dive in. If you've ever looked at a spreadsheet the size of a small country and thought there has to be a story in here somewhere, then you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're taking our very first step into the wild, incredible world of data science. And our guide through this journey? Python. This is Module 1. Let's get started.
So, first things first, I want you to completely forget the idea of data being in neat, tidy rows and columns. Instead, picture a massive, untamed jungle. It's wild, it's a little chaotic, but deep inside are these amazing hidden treasures, and we're about to go find them.
You know, at the end of the day, this one question is the real reason data science even exists. It's the ultimate challenge from every boss, every client, every curious person out there. In a world that is literally drowning in information, the real power isn't just having the data. It's being the one who can look at it and say, here's the secret story nobody else has found.
So what is data science, really? Well, think of yourself as part detective, part artist. You're using some seriously cool methods to dig through mountains of data, and I mean everything from perfect little spreadsheets to the total chaos of social media feeds, all to find those hidden patterns that unlock real knowledge.
Now, the reason we need these special skills is because we're not just dealing with data, we're dealing with big data. And it has these 4 big challenges, the 4 V's. First, the sheer volume is just astronomical. Then there's velocity. Data isn't just sitting there, it's streaming in constantly like a fire hose. You've got variety, because it's not just numbers, it's text, images, videos, the whole shebang. And the sneakiest one, veracity. How do you know if the data is even accurate? Yeah, trying to handle all that with Excel is like trying to bail out the ocean with a teacup. It's just not going to happen.
So how in the world do you cut a path through that jungle without getting hopelessly lost? You need a tool, a really, really good tool, something sharp, versatile, and powerful. Well, in our world, that tool, our trusty machete, our Swiss Army knife, is called Python.
So why is everyone so obsessed with Python? Okay, quick rundown. It's object-oriented, which is just a fancy way of saying it helps you keep your code super organized. It's interpreted, meaning you can run your code line by line to see what happens, which is amazing for learning. The grammar is so simple it almost reads like plain English. And oh yeah, the best part, it's 100% free. It's powerful enough for the pros, but simple enough for the rest of us.
Okay, Expedition team, before we start hacking through those digital vines, we need to pack our toolkit. Every data explorer needs their essentials, and for us, that means getting a handle on the absolute basic building blocks of the Python language.
We're going to start at ground zero, the absolute basics. You've got your numbers, integers for whole numbers, floats for ones with decimals, and you've got strings, which is just the coder's way of saying text. Seriously, that's it. These are like the atoms of our universe. Everything else we build is made from these.
First up in our toolkit is the list. I want you to think of a list as your favorite tote bag. You can toss your keys in, you can take your wallet out, you can add a book, you can rearrange things. It's flexible, it's dynamic, it's changeable. And that word, changeable, is key. In Python, we call that mutable. You're going to use lists all the time.
And now meet the list's super strict twin, the tuple. It's basically the exact opposite. Once you create a tuple, it is set in stone. It cannot be changed. The fancy word for that is immutable. Why would you want that? Well, think of it like the coordinates to a buried treasure chest. You really, really don't want those changing by accident, right? Its rigidity is actually its superpower.
So let's put them head to head. List, it's mutable. It's your dynamic shopping list that's always changing. Tuple, it's immutable. It's those permanent, unchangeable treasure coordinates. The real skill is knowing which one to use and when. Need to collect a bunch of stuff that's going to grow and shrink? You want a list. Need to protect data that should never, ever be modified? That's a job for a tuple.
And the last container in our starter pack is the dictionary. And oh man, this one is clever. With a dictionary, it's not about the order of things, it's about connections. It stores information in pairs, a unique key that points to a value. The best analogy ever is your phone's contact list. You don't scroll through every single number. You just look up the key, your friend's name, to instantly get their value, their phone number. Super fast, super efficient.
Okay, let's pause for a second. Here's a handy little cheat sheet of what we've just covered. You can see right away what's changeable, what's not, what keeps its order. Honestly, go ahead and screenshot this. When you're just starting out, having this nearby is a total lifesaver.
So we've packed our toolkit with ways to hold our data. Awesome. But now for the really cool part. Let's give our code a brain. let's make it make decisions, take action, and actually do stuff for us.
This right here is the basis of all logic in coding, and it works exactly the same way your brain does. If it's raining outside, then I'll grab my umbrella. Else if, or Elif, it's just a little cloudy, I'll grab a jacket. Else, if neither of those are true and it's sunny, I'm wearing sunglasses. It's just a simple, logical flow of decisions.
Now let me introduce you to my personal favorite lazy person's hack, loops. Why on earth would you do something 1,000 times by hand when you can just write 3 lines of code to do it for you? A for loop is your best friend here. For every single email in this list, check if it's spam. For every single product on this page, update its price. It's automation heaven.
Which brings us to the holy grail of good, clean coding, the function. Think of a function as creating your own custom power tool. You write a block of code that does one specific job really well, you give it a name, and then you can use that tool over and over and over again anywhere you need it. This is the absolute essence of working smarter, not harder.
Phew, we have covered a ton of ground. We've got our data types, we've got logic, we've got loops. Now, let's zoom out from the tiny details and see how all these pieces fit into the big, grand adventure of a real data science project.
When it comes down to it, pretty much any question you ask of your data is going to fall into one of 3 buckets. First is descriptive analytics. This just tells you what happened. We sold 500 blue widgets last month. Simple. Then there's predictive analytics, which tries to guess what will happen. Based on our trends, we think we'll sell 600 next month. And finally, the most powerful one, prescriptive analytics. This tells you what you should do about it. To hit our goal of 800, we need to run a 15% off sale. Say, it's a journey from the past to the future to taking action.
And all of that comes together in what we call the data science pipeline. This is the roadmap. This is the step-by-step game plan for basically every project you will ever do. From asking the right question, to getting the data, cleaning it up, which is a huge job, by the way, and all the way to the end where you tell a compelling story with your findings. And here's the kicker. All those tools we just packed, lists, dictionaries, loops, functions, you are going to use them at every single step of this pipeline. They are the foundation for everything.
So, there you have it. You've got your toolkit packed, you've got the map of the jungle in your hands, the basic skills are now yours, the path forward is clear, and a whole world of discovery is just waiting for you. The only question left is, what are you going to discover first?